Dear students, hope you are well. I am also doing fine. And today I am EBNUL HOSSAIN, assistant teacher in English at PLSC School and College BOGURA with the students of class 7. And our today's class will be held on English second paper. And our today's topic, the capitalization and punctuation. And this is the part 2 of capitalization and punctuation, because we already discussed the part 1 of capitalization and punctuation, and in the part 1 we discussed about the capitalization. But in today's class we are going to learn some rules of punctuation, and you know that both the capitalizations and punctuations are said in your question paper. So you have to practice both capitalization and punctuation. Okay, in today's class, now we are going to learn punctuation. And you know that different types of punctuation are used in English language. So we have to learn the different types of punctuation. Okay, let's get started. First, we are going to learn about apostrophe. 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 We use apostrophe. We use apostrophe to indicate the omission of letters. That means in English sometimes some letters are omitted, and in this way the expression is contracted. So apostrophe is used here to indicate the omission of letters. Okay, let's have a couple of examples. We can't neglect our duty. Here notice that the can't, here apostrophe is used, and the full form of can't is cannot. So the word cannot is contracted by using the apostrophe can't. Another example. Honorable Minister visited the place. Here notice the word honorable, and it is contracted by using the apostrophe, and the full form of this word is honorable. Honorable, and this is contracted by using apostrophe. The another use of the apostrophe is we use apostrophe to make the genetic case of nouns, or to make possessive form. The possessive form. Look at the example. Here we notice the use of apostrophe to make the genetic case of nouns or to make possessive form. Let's get an example. Girls' school. Shifat's book. Here we notice that the apostrophe is used to make the genetic case of nouns or to make possessive. This is the major use of apostrophe. Now we are going to learn the another punctuation, that is the full stop. Full stop. Full stop. Or the another name of full stop is period. In British English, this is full stop. In British English, it is known as full stop, and in American English it is known as period. A sentence, the use of full stop. End sentence, we are going to learn full stop. End sentence that makes statements or command ends with full stop or period. Let's have an example. Our country is very beautiful. Our country is very beautiful. This is the sentence, and this sentence makes a statement. So this sentence ends with the punctuation full stop. Another example. Read attentively. This sentence makes command. So this sentence ends with full stop. The another use of full stop is we use full stop to make abbreviations. That means doctor formula is very kind to her patients. So here the doctor, this is the abbreviated word. So this abbreviation is made with the full stop. Another example, he has an MA in English. Here the abbreviation MA stands for Masters of Arts. So this is the abbreviation, and here we use the full stop to make the abbreviation. So this is the use of full stop. Now we are going to learn another punctuation, question mark. Question mark. Question mark. This is the question mark. The use of question mark is any question or a question ends with question mark. Question mark. Let's have an example. Where do you live? So we can see that a question usually ends with question mark. That means we use question mark to make a interrogative sentence. Here, notice the example, where do you live? This is the question, and this question ends with the question mark. This question mark is also known as note of interrogation. So this is the use of question mark. Now we are going to learn the other punctuation, that is the exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. This is the exclamation mark. We use exclamation mark. We use exclamation mark to express sudden surprise. That means we use exclamation mark at the end of the sentence which expresses the meaning of surprise. That means what a or what an interesting book it is. This is the this question. This sentence expresses the meaning of surprise. Another example: how beautiful the place is. This sentence also expresses the meaning of surprise, and that's why we use the question mark at the end of these sentences. So the punctuation exclamation mark is also known as note of exclamation. Now we are going to learn another punctuation, that is the very important punctuation, the comma. When to use comma in the sentence? Comma. When to use comma in the sentence to make or to build up an ideal sentences that is easily understandable. The comma we use comma. We use comma to separate things in a series. Let's have an example. She bought a book, a pencil, and a pen. So look at the sentence here. The comma is used to separate different items or things, and which is in a series: a book, a pencil, and a pen. And notice that the last element of this series here, the last element, the conjunction and is here before the last element of the series of pen. So we use comma to separate things in a series. This is the major and chief use of comma. The another use of comma is to make the compound sentence which is connected by a conjunction. Here notice the example. He is meritorious. He is meritorious, but he could not do well in the exam. Here notice that this is the compound sentence. We know that in the compound sentence the two clauses are joined together by a conjunction. Here the conjunction but. So in this type of sentence the comma is used before the conjunction. So this is the use of comma. The another use of comma is to separate the phrases from the principal clause. From the principal clause. Let's have an example. Hearing the news, he began crying. So notice the sentence that hearing the news, this is the phrase. This is the phrase and this is the principal clause. Here the phrase hearing the news is separated by using the comma from the principal clause. Here the phrase is separated by the use of comma. So this is the major use of comma, and the very item punctuation needs several classes or some more classes to cover the range of the topic. So this is the part 2, but in the part 3 of capitalization and punctuation we will discuss about more punctuations, because you know that there are a lot of punctuations used in the English language. So in today's class, that means the part 2 of capitalization and punctuation, we learn about some punctuation, apostrophe, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, and in the next class or part 3 or part 4 we will discuss about some more punctuations. So stay home, stay happy and stay blessed. See you again in the next class. Thank you all.